Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for May 10th, Friday, May 10th. And it is my Mother's Day tribute. This weekend, through around the globe mostly, we recognize and celebrate mommies, mothers, my dears, and any other title that we give them. And so I just wanted to spend a couple of days, or a couple of minutes rather. First of all, honoring, thank you, Deb. Good evening. Hey, Gunny. Honoring those who are mothers or have been a mother to someone, to anyone. Um, just a couple of thoughts. I recall when I was about 9 or 10. I can clearly remember I was standing in the kitchen and I said, just out of the blue, I said to my mother, I said, I don't ever want to be a mother. She said, well, oh my, well, Holly Dolly, why would you say that? And I said, I didn't even have to think about it. I said naturally, because you have to love too much. And what I meant by that was because I saw that. And, I was very, very selfish at 10 and 20. And okay, add more decades on that. But what I saw was love being synonymous with sacrifice. And I just saw so much sacrifice. Hello, Miss Glishia and Mina. And so in my tribute to mothers, my birth mom has been gone for 21 years now. And it makes me think just how much I needed her. I know, Deb, right? That was a mess. But I was very serious about that. I did not want to be a mother for the sole reason. As a matter of fact, that didn't change until I was like about 30 years old. I had been married for a long minute and I didn't want children. Now, of course, God worked on my little heart, and I can't imagine life without them. But 21 years ago, she passed away, and I realized just how much more I needed her. This thing about, well, you 18 and you grown, that is about the most foolish thing I have ever heard. Like straight up foolishness. I don't know who joined me on YouTube, but good morning out there, or good evening. And so, because I was designed, I needed her. There were so many things I didn't know how to do. So many things I just didn't know. I have them and it's hard work. Yeah, it's a full-time job, for real, for real. And so, good morning, Elliot. And so God was so wonderful to me. I was probably a very needy child as a grown woman. A needy child from God, because he sent in my life another mother. My mother-in-law is my mother. And I have never, ever been called her daughter-in-law. Never once. I was always a daughter. I am a daughter. And so whether or not you birthed the child, it is almost a moot point when you have the privilege to mother someone, to love them, to make sacrifices for them, to teach, to grow, to laugh. I got a surprise visit from our daughter last night. Came home from school real quick to bring some of her stuff before the semester ends, and she showed me a video that she made of me. She showed me a video that she made of me, and I was just, there's nothing like a good mom, nothing like a mother who is loving. Now, I don't live in Disneyland, and I recognize that everyone does not look at Mother's Day and welcome it with joy and, oh my goodness, well, hello, Miss Cheryl, thank you. It's Mother's Day, and I recognize that I have met many people whose Mother's Day in this time of the year is a very dark time. It's a very sad time. I recognize that. As a matter of fact, I'll share this with you a couple of years ago. I was at work in my office down in San Diego, and I was just in complete tears. I mean, you would have thought somebody had just cut off my foot. I was like sobbing, not the cute cry, nothing cutesy about it. I was just crying. You know, when you doing one of those because you're trying not to be loud. And one of my staff members came in and oh my goodness, man, what's wrong? What's wrong? I miss my mommy. So it was just, oh my goodness, you just don't get over that. You know, there's like, oh, well, it's been a few years. And so, no. And so, isn't the mother I want her to be? Yeah, okay, so exactly. I don't live in Disneyland. I understand that some mothers are not what we envision. It's not even what we need. And so here's where I'm coming from today. I think the vast majority of moms do. Look, I started looking like a raccoon because I'm okay. I think the vast majority of mothers do the best they know how to do. We do the best we know to do. And when we know to do better, we do better. There are so many things that I look back now, and I've told my daughters, oh my goodness, I wish I had done that differently. I wish I had done that. Oh, and so even if you don't have the best memories and wonderful happy times about your mom, I would just search out those women who have been a mother to you, those women who have made an impact in your lives. That's what mothers do. We impact lives. And so I was thinking about this. Sorry, Dad, this is not to not include you, because a lot of dads step up to the plate. A lot of dads. I know a dear friend of mine whose mom left the family. I mean, with a whole lot of kids, and dad stepped to the plate all these years. They were little kids. She just left. So I know that we all have different scenarios and situations. I look at our girls, and sometimes I say, oh, wow, she does that just like me. She does that just like me. And then there are other times when I say, oh, wow, she does that just like me. Oh, gosh, she does that just like me. They're a mirror of, they're our reflection. We can see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so what I've come to learn throughout the years, and again, I don't live in Disneyland, but I recognize that we have a couple of choices. We can either repeat the good, learn from, and capture all the good because it's a beautiful memory to us, or we can reject what doesn't work. Repeat it or reject it. Just don't wallow in it. Repeat it or reject it. It's okay. You can still love your mom and unlearn some of that stuff that we grew up with. Some stuff that just does not work anymore. It wasn't working then, but some stuff we just got to unlearn. If it no longer works for you, no longer works for your family or the family you intend to have, unlearn that stuff. Reject it. And all of the good, all of the love, all of the sacrifices, all of the compassions, everything that you learn, what you're still learning, repeat that. Repeat it. So my prayer is that everyone who is a mom who has lost children, who is a woman who is who has the privilege of still having their mom in their lives, that you remember that you have women in your lives that act and serve as mothers, the women in your lives who have impacted your life, and they are feeding into you, they are growing you up, they are teaching you things. Make sure they know they are loved. Make sure they know that. It should never, ever be a time when say, I sure hope she knew how much I loved her. Why are we hoping and guessing? They need to know, not by this, because you can make your mouth say anything. Make sure the women in your lives, this weekend in particular, know without a shadow of a doubt that you love them, that you appreciate them, that you are grateful to God for planting them in your life. That didn't happen accidentally. The mom who gave birth to me was specifically designed for me. The mom and the mothers who have come into my life throughout the years were designed for me. So, to Grand Lady, to Nerlene Davis, to my mother, I love you. Make sure your mothers know that. Happy, 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 and blessed Mother's Day to all of you. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.